Welcome to Longford. First settled around 1807 and named Norfolk Plains. Eventually the name changed to Latour, and not long before being renamed Longford in 1833. The area is synonymous with the Archer family. 4 men came out to Australia, to Van Diemen's land, to settle in Longford with 4 estates. Brickerton, Woolmers, Northbury and Pan's Hanger were established. They were the upper class citizens of the area of that time. Longford was also home to the Grand Prix, and between 1959 and 1965 it was held here in Longford on a 7K circuit course around the area. I'm here with Peter today, and we're going to take a walk around Longford to show some of the architecture that is in the area. Pretty much Georgian and Victorian architecture. Come along with us and see what we can find. This iron horse trough was installed in 1897 to commemorate Queen Victoria's 50th Jubilee. We are at the Racecourse Hotel. It was built in the 1840s. Has a very dark past. A woman who had swallowed 2 gold sovereigns was murdered here. And the 2 men who murdered her met their fate and were hung in a town nearby.
The Archer brothers, William, Thomas, Joseph, Edward. Now, the conjecture is, this is a memorial to the Archer brothers. But does that mean they're all buried here? Some say yes, others say, how would you fit them all in with all their relatives? But anyway, this is the memorial to them. They were big in the district from about the 1820s and onwards. Some of the brothers lived to their 50s, 60s, one lived to nearly 100. So no picking your gene pool in that one. They did a lot of work in the district. Some would say they made their means off some convict labour, but they added to the fullness of the place. Behind me is what was once the Working Men's Club. Well, that's better than the Not So Working Men's Club. The monies that actually went into the establishment of the Working Men's Club was actually from a woman in the district who wanted to get the layabout men off the street. So they probably would have been down at the local pub if they weren't otherwise here. So what they had here was a library, and they had a bit of a gym and all sorts of activities to keep those meandering men together. It does have the structure of what might look like a hotel, but I think the boys were getting enough grog down the street, so it never actually got a license.
We also have Noack's cottages. This is opposite the village green, and it represents a traditional group of Victorian brick cottages built by the Noack family. This was for elderly spinsters of reduced circumstances.
We are at the last stop of the day at the Macquarie Hotel, built in 1846. Like with many of the buildings that we walked around today, I've actually given you what their former purpose was. So today most of them have all been repurposed or been actually privatised. Now, if you're interested in doing the walk, pop into the information centre, which is at the old mill, which is now a wonderful bakery where we will be heading off for lunch. Pick up the path of history, a Longford heritage walk, and go and explore some wonderful old buildings as we did today. And we will see you on our next adventure. So bye folks.
Or we won't see you, one or the other.